Hi there! Welcome to What is Islam Academy. Let's learn about Islam together.
Have you ever wondered if God wants us to be like robots, just following orders, never thinking or feeling? Many assume Islam is about blind obedience, but is that really true? Islam's foundation isn't blind following, but belief, iman, which must come from both the heart and the mind. If God wanted robots, he could have made us that way, but he gave us minds to think, hearts to feel, and the freedom to choose. This freedom makes our choices meaningful. It's the difference between a machine and a person choosing to do good. The first word revealed in the Qur'an was Iqra, read, an invitation to seek knowledge, not just obey. Islam values understanding and reflection from the very beginning. The idea that Islam wants mindless followers is a misunderstanding. The religion is built on conviction. You're meant to understand why you believe. Questioning and reflection aren't weaknesses, they make faith stronger. When belief is based on knowledge and personal reflection, it becomes a powerful force in your life. True faith in Islam is chosen with both heart and mind, not handed down without question. The Quran isn't just a book of rules, it speaks directly to your mind, constantly asking, will you not reason? Will you not reflect? God points to the wonders of creation as signs for people of understanding, urging us to think deeply about the world. The Quran tells stories of past nations, presents logical arguments, and challenges idol worship with questions designed to make us think. It wants us to arrive at truth through reflection, not just because someone told us to. The story of Prophet Abraham is a perfect example. He questioned, observed, and used reason to find God. The Quran praises this journey of questioning as a model for us. Islam encourages us to seek knowledge, ask questions, and use our intellect. God lays out evidence for us to see and evaluate, not to accept blindly. True faith in Islam is enlightened belief, born from thinking and understanding. The Quran is filled with verses that push us to be curious and seek knowledge. God asks us to use our senses, reason, and hearts to connect with him. Faith in Islam is conviction built on reflection, not blind acceptance. Islam teaches respect for scholars and leaders, but never blind following. Scholars help us understand the Qur'an and the Prophet's teachings, but they're not infallible. Our ultimate loyalty is to God and his messenger, not any human. If a scholar's opinion contradicts the Qur'an or Sunnah, we follow the divine sources. The Prophet said, there is no obedience to a created being in disobedience to the Creator. This protects the faith from being controlled by personalities or power. We should seek knowledge, ask questions, and understand the evidence behind opinions. Islam encourages active learning and critical thinking, not passive acceptance. This balance creates a healthy, educated community focused on God's guidance. It prevents the religion from becoming a cult of personality. The focus remains on worshipping God alone, based on clear guidance. Rules in life, like traffic lights, aren't there to restrict us, but to create order and safety. Similarly, Islamic rules aren't meant to make life difficult, but to protect and guide us. Every rule in Islam has a purpose, always for our own good. For example, forbidding alcohol protects health, families, and communities. Rules about honesty in business build trust and fairness in society. Without rules, chaos and harm would follow. With them, we gain true freedom. Islamic rules protect faith, life, intellect, family, and property. Following them isn't losing freedom. It's gaining freedom from harm and injustice. These rules are shields, not cages. They allow us to live peaceful, purposeful lives. True freedom is found in living by divine wisdom, not in the absence of guidance. Many think faith and reason are enemies, but Islam sees them as partners. Your mind is a gift from God, meant to be used alongside faith. Revelation is like a map. Reason is the vehicle that helps you navigate. Islam encourages exploring the world with your intellect. Muslim scientists historically led in many fields, seeing science as a way to understand God's creation. Faith gives reason a moral compass and higher purpose. Reason deepens faith, and faith guides reason. This partnership prevents arrogance and destructive use of knowledge. Islam encourages asking questions and seeking knowledge within the framework of faith. Faith and reason together lead to truth and peace. They are not in conflict, but in harmony, guiding us to a deeper understanding. If Islam demanded blind obedience, its history would be silent, but the opposite is true. The Islamic Golden Age was a time of learning, debate, and discovery. Muslim scholars questioned, tested, and built upon old ideas, translating and expanding knowledge. Thinkers like Al-Ghazali went through doubt and questioning, seeking certainty through reason. Debate among scholars was encouraged, using the Qur'an and Sunnah as foundations. This culture of disagreement, ikhtilaf, was seen as a sign of intellectual health. Islam's tradition values critical thinking and personal conviction. Scholars welcomed difficult questions as opportunities for deeper faith. The command "read" inspired centuries of learning and exploration. This history proves Islam is a faith of reason, not mindless following. Many today think freedom means no rules, but that often leads to confusion and harm. True freedom is clarity and the ability to choose the best path, free from ignorance and destructive desires. Extremist groups misuse Islam, demanding blind obedience and punishing questions. This is not true Islam. The Quran forbids compulsion in religion and commands justice and mercy. True freedom in Islam begins with the freedom of the mind. The Quran commands us to think, reflect, and seek knowledge. Faith must be a willing choice, not forced. There shall be no compulsion in religion. Islam demands thoughtful, considered submission to God based on understanding and love. This is the ultimate freedom, to choose belief with an open mind and sincere heart. It's not blindness. It's the clearest vision of all.